Hey everyone, I'm Ross Chastain, and welcome back to another episode of Ag to Asphalt presented by Fresh from Florida and powered by Like a Farmer. Full episodes can be found on the Like a Farmer YouTube page or under Like a Farmer podcasts, wherever you listen to your audio podcasts. We do have a great show for you today, not from my racing side personally, but Truck Series, O'Reilly Series Bend, they were on track. And I took a trip down to Dundee Citrus down in Fort Meade, Florida. So excited for y'all to learn about grapefruit, something that I did not have a good grasp on the sheer size of the grapefruit industry. And we'll learn about that and cups. Now talk about trees, grapefruit trees, cups. I had something envisioned in my mind. I was totally off. Cups in the grapefruit industry and the citrus industry are not what you're thinking. So be sure to keep watching and learn how Dundee Citrus is growing their version of today's grapefruit right there in Central Florida. You're going to learn all about it. Excited about that. We did have some racing on Track Bend, Truck Series. Start with that.
Yeah.
Were you there?
No, I wasn't. I was watching safely from my, actually I did a lot of dog sitting this past weekend for Easter. So I was in a couple different houses, safely watching the races though.
Again, I swear when we started the year, you said you were working in NASCAR, and this is how many on the chalkboard. We need a running tally of Ben. Is he at the track or not? I think it's.
Yeah, I feel like when I do show up, people are going to start calling me out for it.
Yeah. So Truck Series, Caden almost gets it done, but Corey Heim wins again.
He's fast. If you didn't know that.
I'm still getting past at Darlington. He's still driving by me again.
Yeah. He and it's cool too, just because he had such a good year last year, and then he's come out and he's run for two different. I mean, same team, Tricon, but different crews, the 1 and the 5, and he's had so much success already. That was a wild finish though. Did you catch the ending of that?
I did. Well, the highlight.
Yeah.
I should preface this entire episode with I did not watch one live lap of racing. Didn't follow along. Okay. Didn't have X.
So you're just not committed.
You could say that this week for 1 week, Monday night to Monday night, I uncommitted. I was like in the transfer portal. Wow. I transferred out of NASCAR for a week.
Wow. I was locked in the whole time. So you could say I was at the track mentally.
And really. On a couple accounts.
Yeah.
So Caden runs him down. I'm watching the highlights. And from what you and David were saying, like Corey led the whole race. Mm-hmm. Caden runs him down right at the end and gets to his right rear coming to take the white flag and can't get past. It gets like almost ahead down the backstretch and can't, obviously doesn't. Well, now we all know didn't have clear track ahead of him.
It was interesting because Corey, there was a couple of restarts throughout the race where he struggled on the short run, and then that last restart, he was able to get ahead and drove out to about a second or so. Caden was kind of lurking in the back. It was the first time he was able to like kind of lock down second early after the restart. So it kind of seemed like he was going to walk away with it. But yeah, they had some interesting teammate stuff going on. They lapped Gio, who I think held him up for a little bit in some other trucks. And then when Tanner Gray came up, seemed to... It's tough. I've never driven a race car before. So how hard is it as a leader trying to lap people and also being lapped? Because I think you've been on both sides of that. So Tanner was up next, I think, at the white. Basically, they caught him right at the line. And I think he was trying to get out of the way. I just think it's so hard you can run the second lane, but I think they had another truck coming up. So from your perspective, like how hard is that dealing with lap traffic as the leader? Or the guy running second, or the guy being lapped?
It's harder to be the lapped vehicle, especially in the Truck Series right now. The way at least I sit in the truck, I can't see out of the back of them when I drive for Nice Motorsports. So going back to what I can speak on Darlington, I saw Corey's roof, like half of it down the back stretch at Darlington. That's all I can see. I can't even really tell the windshield. I could just see the color of the roof, and next thing I know, he's inside of me. But I had no perspective on his closing rate that he was carrying down the backstretch, which on TV doesn't look like he was, but he was definitely closing. And as he turned right to left to turn in the corner, he was looking at his roof and saw him turn left. But I had no worry because a little different scenario, different tire situation, but can't see well. So I don't want to speak for Tanner, but definitely he's not going to be able to see as clearly as the O'Reilly car, definitely not as good as the Cup car with the rear view camera, a digital camera looking out the back and a screen, it definitely changes the game. So relying on the spotter, and whoever was in his ear. Now, you hear leaders, I've done it both ways. I've been the lap down car coming to the checkered, and I've not gotten out of the way. And I've been the lap down car, and I've just pulled over. You got to remember, I've been the lapped car a lot more in my career.
So I wanted to ask you.
than the one lapping them. And so I've got plenty of experience there, more than Tanner. Tanner's not usually going laps down like that. So, definitely wished that the 15 truck would have been out of the way. Like, no doubt about it. When I watched the video, I'm just like, gosh, like if I'm Tanner, I don't want to be the story. And although it helped Caden down the backstretch, like they were tandem, he was bump drafting him. It was better for him then. When he got to 3, Caden didn't have a shot. So, I do feel like that the only reason, or a big part of the reason he got there, was whatever was going on with Corey's truck. He talked about it post-race. Wheel was to the right, 20 degrees, whatever it was. Something mechanically was going on with the truck. So I'm not sure if Jeremy Donnelly, Bailey Curry, two guys, truck crew chief and truck chief, what they found post-race. But definitely, they were fortunate to make it to the end with an issue that big, which I believe, knowing how race trucks handle, if his steering wheel isn't turning it, if he's not having to hold it to the side, angled, like steering it to the right, the last couple laps, I don't think Caden ever gets there. And it's this whole lap truck situation isn't even a story.
Yeah.
If something wasn't going wrong with the truck. So still incredible he was able to make as much speed as he did. But letting Caden get to his right rear, I know it worked out with the lap trucks, but that's a big no-no in the truck series.
It's interesting. Do you feel like almost because it's your teammates battling for the win and you're coming to the white, if you're Tanner and like you're a spotter, do you think you just jump up close to the wall and just let them go by? Or do you think that, I mean, is that too much to ask, you think? Do you think he'd give up too much time? Because I don't think he would have lost a position. I know you don't want to end a lap down, but I don't think it would have made a difference.
I don't want to go to the top personally at Rockingham because of the marbles and dust and just stuff up there. I don't want to hit the fence. So I'm just going to go on the front stretch coming to the white. Like, because once you take the white, even if there is a caution, there's no more restart.
Exactly.
So, I'm getting out of the way, especially if it's my teammates. As a race car driver, that is the worst feeling. And I've been lapped by my teammates, and it's tough to watch the car built side by side with yours is a whole lap ahead. Like, if you're on the same lap and they're 10 spots ahead, that's tough, but that's like bad. It just, personally, it feels bad. Like, that's when I drive home and I am questioning life decisions of what did I prepare and what did I do wrong leading up to the race to go that slow? I've been there. Like, Tanner is living it. I've been there. You said Gio went a lap down. My highlight reel didn't show that, but definitely it's tough to be on that side. But pumped for Jeremy Donnelly, engineer that was formerly on my C.U.P. car, my first full-time year in C.U.P. at CGR, and Bailey Curry, former Nice driver, Texas kid that Al Nice took into the truck series as a driver, and still I think he has aspirations to drive, but took that job over there. And really late in the game, I had no idea he was even doing that until the Rockingham test that I did drive. I've driven the last 2 years in the truck both years, and then in the O'Reilly car for Jar. Made some laps. At the end of the day, that was a whole different perspective. So
what do you think of the track? Do you like it, or do you want to race it one day? Do you think it should come to C.U.P. at all?
I want to race it. I'm just not going to do it on my off weekend.
Yeah.
Like, we do have a second off week in August.
Yes. Yeah,
I just found that out during the off week.
Wow. Okay.
I was telling everybody it was my only off week, and I had it wrong.
Yeah.
Didn't know about the August one. I don't look that far ahead.
Yeah,
I'm in like a 1 month.
Understandable. Yeah.
My hamster wheel only has a month on it.
Your calendar is usually like blowing steam every time I check. It's a lot going on. It's heavy. It makes your phone heavy. Did you notice that?
You got to turn the notifications off on the Apple calendar.
Well, thankfully you have it set where anybody on your calendar can just add stuff, and you don't have to like accept it, because I work with somebody else that you have to accept it every time. So
not a chance.
Yeah, that gets old. But
nope. So no, definitely would want to race it. I think it'd put on it's aging quickly. They're moving up the track. We move up in the test some. They moved up really nicely. In the O'Reilly race, I saw a clip, LeVar Scott just ripping the top of the rubber, like driving by people. Terrible restart at the end. Gets all jammed up. And then he's rolling back by people. Definitely his best effort in
Yeah,
the
he did
rally
really
car.
well.
And
Yeah.
I was amazed. He was like chasing the edge of it.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Yeah, he was keeping up with Brennan pretty much the whole race. Every time I looked, they were within like 1 or 2 spots of each other. And Brennan had a really good day too. I think they were like 14th and 16th or something like that, or maybe 14th, 15th. But yeah, you didn't catch any of the O'Reilly race?
Just the highlights, buddy.
Yeah, you didn't see any Cleese McFarlane action out there?
Saw 'em. Yeah, because the highlights they're showing you the spins.
Yeah.
Guy lives right up the road from the farm.
Yeah,
owns
that's right.
Freedom Factory.
Yeah.
So definitely, I know a lot of people were watching. Again, I wasn't one of them. Tuned in all after the fact, and car looked relatively clean. He's got the knack to spin it and not hit anything, which I can't. I don't do that very well. Usually, once I'm spinning, it's big.
Yeah.
So yeah, happy that when nobody went home. A couple cars pulled out right before the race, unfortunately.
Yeah, because that was the thing people were worried about, that he was maybe not going to make it, but they ended up having a couple cars pull out, so they didn't have to worry about it.
Happy for William Swallich.
Yeah, that was cool.
Your cousin?
I wouldn't go that
Neighbor?
far. I wish he was related.
Okay.
They seem to be doing okay.
I thought y'all were all related. Okay,
yeah.
sure.
First Minnesota-born NASCAR winner, which is a shame because I thought I was so close.
You were going to get there.
Yeah.
Who have other Minnesota drivers been? I've seen this term, first Minnesota-born driver to win. Have there been others?
I don't really. There might be like way back in the day, but I don't think there's been one for a while.
Gotcha.
There's been a couple like sports car guys, but like in general, racing isn't huge there, which is interesting because they have Elko that runs a ARCA race there and
beat his teammate Brandon Jones.
Yeah.
So that's Brandon's been around as long as I have. I feel like so to go, out execute him through the end of the race, saw they were dealing with lap traffic as well. That's it's impressive.
Yeah, JGR looked good because it's been kind of a JRM dominated year, as you've seen, obviously driving for them too. So good to see them maybe turn things around.
Yeah, back to, we talked about Tanner a lap down earlier. Darlington, like I'm finishing the race, or they're finishing the race, I should say, and I'm still in the backstretch. So again, I know what it's like to be the slow teammate. Was just that at Darlington. But pumped for William. Watched him come into the sport through Legend Cars. Have back when their ear mold company here, Starkey Sound Gear, were just starting. You had to go to their house to get them molded.
Nice.
So
That's
I've sat
cool.
at their dining room table. I miss Swallich. Filled my ears with red and blue gunk, and I had great ear molds after.
Those are great. I have a pair myself. They're very nice. So
when we went to when the new Cup car came out, I actually couldn't use my old ones. My head was pounding from the sound.
Wow.
So I heard about them, went and got a set molded, and they've spread like crazy through the garage.
They have a ton. They have now all their because that's like the Sound Gear side of it, and then the Starkey side is like huge in this area now. They have a couple spots in Mooresville and everything. So
I hope I don't need them outside of the race car.
Hopefully not. But if you do, they could probably hook you up.
It runs in my family, so hopefully.
Really, I haven't noticed,
buddy. But yeah, then I went home again. Like I've been saying, I have not watched the races. But
how's the
flew
farm?
Home. Watermelons are growing in South Florida, so definitely getting close to harvest. They did start a little bit on Monday of this week in Immokalee and LaBelle. It's raining. It's a bad weather week down there for them, and we can't harvest watermelons when they're wet, when the plants are wet. So the watermelons doesn't matter as much, but walking through the fields, through the vines, you don't want to walk when everything's wet. Spread disease, spread virus. So definitely bummer on that because Florida watermelons are ready to go, but just not able to get them out of the field. So spent some time at the farm, rode side-by-sides, and then out on the water, rode on the boat. Jordan and her family came down.
Nice.
It's her birthday on Saturday, so she wanted a day on the boat. We went to Cabbage Key, had Cheeseburger in Paradise, the song by Jimmy Buffett.
That's based off
We claim it as based off this restaurant. It's conflicting reports when you look it up online if that's true or not, but we say it is. So, yeah, rode around the boat. Did not fish, which is just a Ralph rule, my dad. Just no fishing on his boat. He doesn't know who left it. There's two like Zebco reels sitting on there that are all rusty. They just ride around. Like my entire life, they've been on his boat. Same two poles go boat to boat as he's.
Is it pontoon?
It's a center console.
Okay.
Like a.
Yep. Yeah.
Yep. So, great Easter brunch with the family, all 4 grandparents there.
Nice.
Great time.
Cool.
Yeah.
Right on.
What about you?
Just hung around here. Yeah. Dog watched for like 5 days straight. So had to get my brownie points across the board. Yeah. Watched the end of the March Madness tournament, which I'm sure you obviously were paying attention.
We landed last night. We flew Allegiant down and back.
Nice.
I mean,
Concord.
Concord to Punta Gorda.
Yeah.
You can't beat it. Both of the airports are closer than the big commercial airports
100%.
and cheap. So we landed last night driving to the house and heard somewhere along the way on the travels of there's 10 minutes in the game if you want to flip over to whatever sports channel on Sirius. So I did not flip. I did not flip the channel. I went right back to whatever 90s country was playing.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah. Michigan won. That was, I guess, yesterday now. But like the Florida of the Midwest, I would say Michigan is, I'd say it's accurate. Maybe Ohio, but Ohio, nobody really claims Ohio.
Yeah.
So I would say Michigan's like the number 2 or number 1.
Yeah.
Did you see Artemis at all? Do you know what that is? The space launch?
We were at the farm out getting ready to grill out. We were getting some food ready, had a big group coming, like probably 25 people coming over to a little outdoor patio we have. Some cousins were getting some food ready to grill, and all of a sudden everybody goes walking outside and, let's watch them. And as we walked out, it's South Florida, and it started raining on us.
Of course.
So we're all standing out there staring up. We couldn't see it.
Yeah.
It was too cloudy.
Can you usually see it though? If it's on a good day? Oh, that's really cool.
Especially at night.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I remember as a kid watching them, cause they're not too far north or south of us. I forget which way Cape Canaveral is, but just basically due east. I'm going to say that, and if I looked on the map, I would remember, but I know you could always see it from the house growing up at night, especially. But we could, too cloudy.
I had some friends, I think, road trip down there for it. So that's, I don't know, kind of cool. The gathering looked cool, but.
Have you ever done that?
No.
Me either.
I'm not that committed. Yeah. I like, I'd go out and look at the stars. That's usually my extent.
Closest I've ever been to that is driving by it on I-95 in the Spire bus. Carrie Agajanian had a bus that Spire rented, and I was driving it to Homestead, and I actually paid Garrett Smithley to drive my fifth wheel camper behind me.
Nice.
I basically just took the money they paid me and gave it to Garrett to drive mine, and I drove theirs.
Nice.
Maybe Garrett and I split it, but we road tripped from Mooresville, all the way to Miami for one of the end of season races. That was a long ride.
That'd be brutal. How long is that usually?
Well, I don't know. We stopped, and I think we went to breakfast with Johnny. He lived in like around Daytona, Johnny Davis at the time, and that was back when we were driving for him. And he had bought some houses down there, and at the beginning of his housing, I think he owns half the city down there now, since he got out of racing. But then we went to the farm after that and road trip back slowly. But and then when I rode in the jets ahead of the Daytona 500.
Oh, when did you do that?
2021.
Okay.
And we did a bunch of acrobatic work down there in the sky. I guess that's like a stay away. No, not regular planes can't fly over it. So we had like
I'd imagine luck can go wrong.
Free sky.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yep. I had no idea it was happening until we were walking outside to look up, though. I don't follow.
I think it got delayed originally, if I'm not mistaken. I could be completely wrong, which I probably am. But I thought it got delayed, and then this was like the next date that they like did it for. But I think it all went successful, so that's cool. Or it's going well. I don't know if it ended. I haven't looked, but
I had a few bush lights at this point of the day, and I kept trying to. I'm like, so they're going to the moon. They're like, they're going by the moon.
Yeah, they're doing like a down and back.
They're going around the moon.
Yeah,
so they had to explain that to me because again, I had not seen it online at all. So I don't know if that's just bad marketing.
I think whenever it like started, I think they announced it, but I think within the last like 6 months, it kind of picked up again. But I knew it was happening. I just forgot it was happening like on the weekend it was.
Yep.
Yeah. Anything else from the off weekend?
Nothing that I'm going to talk about on here.
That's fair.
That's it on Easter. Well, I mean, during the Easter trip is when I filmed this farm episode.
That is true.
So this is a freshly squeezed on the farm, like boots on the ground episode we're about to show everybody.
Georgia boots on the ground.
Yeah. Dundee Farms.
Dundee Farms.
Down in Fort Meade, Florida. Not far from our farm. Just up the road, a little more northeast. And David and I drove up there. You're driving. Set the scene for everybody. You get into like citrus, inland Florida, and it's a lot of dead trees. It's a lot of, in our area, where people are pushing the groves, we're taking the trees out, burning them, and we're farming it with watermelons, or somebody's farming it in potatoes or tomatoes or peppers or whatever. Well, you get up to Fort Meade and there's a lot of citrus that I guess maybe they hung on to longer.
Sure.
Dead trees, just dead, like death. And then you come over this hill and it looks like the largest white party tent you've ever seen. It was amazing getting up and getting to walk inside of a C.U.P.S tent, which you'll see here in just a second as we go to it. But it was impressive, and it was hot. My gosh, it was hot inside of there.
Oh, inside,
which is the point of it.
Yeah.
It was very mild outside, noticeably warmer, and we talk all about it here in the episode. So you want to throw everybody down to Fort Meade right now?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, check it out. Hey guys, today we are standing in Fort Meade, Florida, inside of a giant tent, as you can see, and the sunglasses are necessary. I'm standing here with Stephen and Jennifer from Dundee Farms, and I'm here to learn. I've never stepped foot in one of these, I'm gonna call it a tent. I'm sure that's gonna be wrong. I'm gonna have them explain it. Where are we at, guys? Welcome to Ag Asphalt.
Yeah,
thank you.
Yeah, thank you. So you're in our largest citrus under protective screen, C.U.P.S is the acronym for that location, and our newest one, 622 acre facility, 500 acres under screen, 47 of these C.U.P.S pod at this location.
And the point of this is to control the climate for these trees. Citrus has declined over the decades for a long time, and this feels different than it does right outside of the tent. It's hot outside and sunny, but it's another level in here.
It's very hot.
The screen mesh diffuses the light, so it's hard to get away from the light. And that light, as you talked about, somewhat of a controlled environment, the main reason for these structures was to exclude the Asian citrus psyllid. That is the vector that spreads citrus greening disease. That is what's devastated our industry and been the biggest challenge. So we exclude the psyllid with the screen, and we're able to grow disease-free trees that end up growing 2.5 times faster than citrus trees in outdoor grows, just because of the heat that you feel, the diffused light. There's a lot of benefits. Inside of this C.U.P.S structure, it creates a warmer, more humid tropical climate. And grapefruit are a variety that are tropical by nature, and they just tend to thrive in this. So that's what we're growing. All right, before we get too far into this, and I actually want to go down this row and see some more, I want to give y'all some Georgia Boots to say thank you from Georgia Boot and us for letting us come here and see this today. So I will hand y'all that. You don't have to put them on right now.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Another day, but yeah,
awesome.
Thank y'all for having us out. It's looking forward to learning a lot.
Amazing.
Yeah,
we appreciate that
nice.
so much.
Yep. Well, can we go check it out?
Sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's go.
Feel the breeze coming through, so running tractors in here, everything exhaust normal, like running a
All of our equipment has a closed cab. So one, that helps with the heat and people being inside of the pod for very long durations. But two, yes, you're in an enclosed environment, you're spraying, and you've got all kinds of stuff coming up. So it protects our employees. I'll show you a couple of things about a grapefruit tree. This one has a nice little spider in there, so be careful. This tree, grapefruit, one thing I really want to show, there's a heart. No other citrus tree has a heart. You can explain the technical terms of that, but to me that's really cool.
The petiole, oranges and mandarins have just a real skinny, thin petiole. Grapefruit have a very large one that looks like a heart, and that's
even a better
something
one there,
that when people talk about grapefruit being heart healthy, and then they see the trees and they see that it's kind of a good connection.
We love our grapefruit.
That's right. Petiole is just the leaf part that the small part that the main leaf blade is connected to.
So this is about a 1-year-old tree, like we were saying. It is still very young, we won't get any fruit off of this. This time next year it will bloom, and that will set a crop. So we will keep that crop next year. So all the little buds, this tree isn't showing any yet, but some other ones you'll see the little green balls on them. Those will all be gone for this year. We'll take them all off. So it's a long process. You don't just plant it. It's not like strawberries or something you put in the ground and a few weeks later you get a crop. You have to be very patient.
That's a dig on watermelons, I think.
I didn't say
100
watermelons.
days from transplant to harvest and we're done.
Right. Yeah. Make it or break it. Yeah.
So we have to be very careful with what we do because we don't get a chance to start over in 100 days.
What's the shelf life of a grapefruit from the time you harvest it?
Yeah, so shelf life on grapefruit could be 3 to 4 months if it's stored properly.
Tell me about this variety of tree that we're looking at. What is it, and what's the fruit going to look like whenever I go buy it at the grocery store?
Our favorite variety of red grapefruit to grow in the outside, without greening, was a Ray Ruby variety. Ray Ruby variety had a very good internal red flesh. It had a beautiful red blush on the outside of the fruit. It was an excellent quality piece of fruit. So we're able to, grow the variety that we want to inside that we weren't able to, to grow anymore on the outdoor grows.
Speaking of the benefits, as inside here, you not only get the best internal, but you get the best external appearance. When you go to the grocery store, you're picking through the fruits and the vegetables, you're looking for the best of the best. You want something that doesn't have a blemish, doesn't have a scar, doesn't have anything on it. It's like the perfect color. Consumers buy with their eyes. You think about California and Florida. Florida has the best internals. California has the best external. You cut that piece of California fruit open and it's not quite as good and sweet and juicy as Florida. Inside cups, we get the best of both worlds. So we can show you one of those pieces of fruit right now, since we're talking about, not off of this tree, no.
The magical fruit box?
Yes.
That's right.
Well, we'll go to our store shelf where everybody thinks, it comes from.
Hey,
and
no shame here. I buy all my food at the grocery store. I come from a long line of farmers, but I'm kind of chasing race cars and checkered flags right now. So I buy my watermelons at the grocery store in North Carolina and all across the country. And now I have a sharper eye on grapefruit too. All right, let's cut one open.
Right. Yeah, let's do it.
Show you what we got.
See the juice that's just rolling out of that right now. Look at that.
Yeah.
Inside. Hold that for me.
So what are some nuances y'all are looking for when you look at this fruit?
Well, I can tell you, for one, with no greening, you have the segments are perfectly shaped. They're not kind of wavy or crazy. They're just nice and evenly formed in there. We have a nice thin peel around the outside. That's another signature note of a Florida grapefruit.
And the amount of juice that, that's a Florida grapefruit.
And people say I waste when I smash them on the racetrack.
Hey, we got to
smash
show
watermelons.
it off. I know, I'm
Yeah.
trying to compete with you on that. Yeah.
I agree.
They're about 50% juice is what you get. Yeah, compared to California might be 30, barely over 30%.
Okay,
it's a huge difference.
Yeah.
In watermelons, we talk about it in percentage of water, and we call it 92% water, which always throws me off because I just can't quite grasp that.
Yeah.
I know it's a watermelon, but still, I don't believe, I can't, my eyes don't believe that only 8% is not water.
Right.
How do you pick them in the grocery store if you're there? What do you tell people when people?
For me, you want something that's got a firm to a slight give to it, but not mushy.
I was told we were coming to Dundee Farms. I don't see any stickers on this fruit. What do y'all do when I'm going to buy this at the grocery store? If I see this piece of fruit, am I going to see anything on it, or what's the brand?
So this right here, this is what we are selling our C.U.P.S grapefruit under now. It's called Florida Rubies. It's grown better and it tastes better. So when you go to the store and you see these loose on the shelf, you'll see a little PLU sticker, and it will have that logo right there on it.
So we're in a majority of the stores, and we also do direct-to-consumer marketing through Dundee Groves as our gift fruit direct-to-consumer business that we do. So you can order it and have it sent right to your doorstep.
In a carton like this?
It's
or
a smaller consumer size
Okay.
gift package, but it still says the Rubies logo on it.
Yep.
You get 5 of these with a nice grapefruit spoon that helps you, when we have this cut open, you can just scoop out each little segment and eat away.
Fresh from Florida logo,
Of
loud and
course.
proud right there.
Loud and proud.
Yep.
Fellow Fresh from Florida guy here, so yeah, this is great.
So, are you a grapefruit eater?
I don't think I'd frown too much when I eat them.
No? Okay.
Right.
All
Well,
right.
hopefully
Let's
this
see
will be
what you
this will be
think.
Yeah.
different.
Yeah, ready?
Ready?
Give it a try.
That's juicy.
Those are not like the ones Dad had it next to the barn.
Right.
He had a few trees when I was a kid.
Yeah, it's not like your grandmother's grapefruit or grandfather's grapefruit.
That's
No.
not at
Wow.
all. You need some sugar, some salt?
No.
No?
I don't eat
Okay.
anything.
Yeah.
I don't put anything on my watermelon or any of my fruit really. Do y'all?
Yeah.
No, I don't.
No.
Just nature's kiss.
Yeah. Awesome. Man. I'll take another slice.
It's good stuff, isn't it?
Big thanks to Georgia Boot and Dundee Citrus for showing us their operation. I don't believe many people in the industry, Ben, have actually like let a camera in to see that kind of stuff.
That's cool.
So when I told other people over the weekend that I went and done it. Actually, at my uncle Steve was like, "They let you in with a camera? That's not normal." And I was like, "I know it's not. That's
Wow.
it was
Trade secrets.
Yeah, but
I love good grapefruit.
yeah,
Yeah.
and they have it. It tastes different.
Yeah.
Between so their tropical variety they used, and then the growing conditions inside of the cups unit is creating. It's not my granddad's grapefruit.
Yeah.
So my granddad had some just trees out by his barn. My dad always had grapefruit trees at different pieces of property he would plant. I never liked them.
Really?
Never.
Not even like with a little sugar on it, with like
Well,
the
yeah,
special
but-
spoon with like the little like prongs on the side or whatever.
I don't
Got
want
like the
to.
ridges.
Are you done?
I know. Sorry.
I don't want to eat fruit if I have to put something on it. I want the fruit
You don't have to.
to taste good itself. And grapefruit needs sugar. You're right.
It doesn't need it.
Oh, the ones I always ate growing up did. So acid to the bricks level, the sugar to acid level is different than traditional Florida grapefruit.
Gotcha.
So they had to go find a different variety because it's tropical inside of the tent. On to Bristol, bud.
Yeah. Double duty
From
again.
Fort
Fort Meade.
to Bristol, Tennessee. You think Virginia at one point was like, you think them and Tennessee like fought for the track, or is this just where it was always going to be? I always wonder, like,
It's a good
it's so
question.
close to the
Yeah.
line.
When did it
could've-
get built?
well, the Romans, I think, built it.
Ha 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 ha. Nice.
The last great Coliseum.
Nice. Yeah. Well, that was the first great Coliseum. This is the last.
But the Romans built this one too.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
my
That's what I've
story.
heard.
Yeah. You ever walk out on the center of the street in town and look at the little brass
I haven't been
badges?
to downtown yet, actually.
This guy doesn't even work in NASCAR, I'm convinced. He doesn't even, I think it's all
Yeah, I'm just a figurehead. I'm just here for the pod, really. Because
Floating.
we're usually in like Johnson City, so I've never hopped over.
okay. Well, you can go downtown Bristol and you can walk out in the middle of the
There's
street legally,
yes.
do it. And there's a little,
Yeah.
they have it like, I don't know, nailed into the asphalt.
It's like
bolted
marked
in.
down, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like a
And-
line down
yep.
the center.
The most infamous thing is the gecko walks down it. And I actually met a guy that used to recently, random fact or random story here, that used to film those with like stop motion
Oh, really?
back in the beginning of those things. They would like film, move the guy, film, move the little doll. I'm in the truck race. I'm really running the triple. I'm just not in the car for the O'Reilly
Yeah,
race.
that's right. You're doing
PRN.
PRN. Nice.
I'll be up in the booth with the boys and
Nice.
girls up there. But yeah, running the niche truck. First of 7 races in a row.
7 in a row.
Yeah, next 7. Every week. 7 weeks in a row, 7 races in a row. Phil Gould and I going to be in lockstep.
Getting after it. Yeah.
Darlington, good first at bat. Second place. Ran top. After the first pit stop, ran top 3 the rest of the night. I saw back to Caden Honeycutt, making progress on his restarts at Rockingham. He definitely had progress to go after in Darlington.
Mhm.
So expect that 11 truck to be fast.
Yep.
Stenhouse in the number 4
Yeah.
with Mike Shiplett.
That'll be good.
The 4th niche truck coming out.
Corey Himes back.
Of
in the
course.
1,
Yep.
of course.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's try to be on the same lap as him.
Yep. We got a third Spire truck.
Ooh, Amigo. And Amigo.
Yes. They're bringing out the third.
Soon to be dad.
Yeah, I saw
Congrats
that.
to the Suarez's.
Yes. Yeah.
Gonna be cool. Ton of Cup people, but gonna be tough to beat.
Briscoe too. He just got announced.
Oh,
with a 5 truck.
Love to see it.
Mm-hmm.
Love to see it. They'll spray the track how they've been spraying it.
Okay.
So figure truck race will be pounding around the bottom. Probably never get the top cleaned off. If I see even a glimpse of somebody doing it though, I'll be up there with them.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't want to be the first one in all the fluff. Like just the marbles up there just build up bad. So, yeah, looking forward to that. Some new tires for the Cup cars. We'll see if Goodyear gets the weather dependency out of them, which is, how do you predict? We can't predict the weather anywhere in the world, but yet we're building tires months ahead of time to try to, but I love it. They keep doctoring the formula a little bit.
Yeah,
we should go one day. One of our Ag Asphalt should be actually to Akron, to the Goodyear plant.
Yeah. I'm
actually assuming it's still in Akron, Ohio.
I couldn't tell.
We'll go wherever Goodyear is building our race car tires one day and film.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
They're farming.
It's a plant.
They're growing
different
tires.
type of plant.
We'll go find the tire tree, the tire vine.
Yeah.
See if they grow like a watermelon or a grapefruit.
That'd be a good like April Fool's thing they could have done. They like do like a behind the scenes video and it's like them going to like the tire fields and spraying them and checking them and everything. Missed opportunity.
You should go find the video online where they're milking almonds.
Oh, yeah.
But there's a whole like video like they're milking these almonds for their almond milk. It's hilarious. Got the fishing car for Busch Light.
Yep. That's one of my favorites.
Yep. Current reigning Bassmaster Classic Celebrity Pro-Am champ right here, buddy.
Yep. Bringing some extra mojo to the track, hopefully.
I meant to bring the winning belt in for this.
We can hang it up right there. We're still looking for something like right between the guitar and the sign. That could have been it.
I got it. It's in the truck.
Shoot. We should
outside.
We'll do that for next week, maybe.
Yep. I need to take it to the track because that's got Rick Clunn to sign it after we beat him in the tournament.
The GOAT, right?
Yep. David Mullins, my teammate. Great guy. We had a good time. And then we had Randy Moss sign it because he was in the was in the tournament. Nice. He brought his own boat. Only celebrity that brought his own boat.
I respect that. I'm not surprised. Yeah.
So big fisherman now. After his career. So
are you gonna do any fishing up there?
No.
Yeah. A lot of people go up for there's some river up there that's really good, I guess.
What is that package I see over there?
Yeah, here you went to a Capitals game. I can't remember if we talked about it on the show. Like probably a month ago, 2 months ago, maybe.
Yep.
And we just got something in the mail. So if you're watching on YouTube, you'll know what this. You can probably guess what this is. If you're on the audio, you'll just have to imagine, I guess, for a second.
I'll cover for you in tap dance here. Really, you think they're going to have a hard time guessing what a large package in the mail from the Washington Capitals would be? Wow. I feel like we could have opened this already, Ben.
Oh, would have been such a good idea. Wow, first try. Nice. Kind of. There you go. Yep. Nice.
Kid again on Christmas, buddy.
Right.
Holy cow. Right.
It's cool. Just in time for hockey season.
Way lighter than I thought it would be.
Yeah, it is.
Now, if I was going to compete with this, I would tape the bottom? Or is it bare carbon fiber?
I think you tape the bottom.
Okay. You're a Minnesota guy. You don't need to think. You should know.
You know, I'm not going to admit anything, but I know far less about hockey than I should. I'll just put it that way. To Ross.
Yeah.
Nice.
Number 3, buddy.
Sweet.
Matt Roy.
Right on.
He made sure that we got it.
Yeah.
He was the one that...
You didn't try to check it?
I think we had some shipping issues getting it to the office, I heard. Oh?
We had to sign for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, no. Cool. Going to go on the wall?
We can if you want.
Maybe on camera. Maybe
you
over
can put
the
it
door.
like, I mean, it's going to be out of the shot.
Over the barn doors behind you.
Ooh, maybe it'll keep that sign up.
How about the end of season MMI annual meeting where we end the season with all of our good and bad? I'm going to stand up and I'm going to use this as I point to everybody.
Your
And if
list
you
of
did bad, I
grievances.
I get to hit you with it.
I have a feeling I'll be at the top of the list.
And then anything that y'all have for me, maybe not hit. That's too
Yeah.
mean, but point.
Yeah.
We got to get that grill off the back deck, by the way. I got to get that thing out here. We won Kansas, and you win this smoker, and it's sitting covered in a cover.
Yes.
I bet the cover is all torn up.
It's actually not too bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got to get that thing.
Yeah, we made ribs on it, I guess December after you got it. And I don't think we knew how to work it for a little bit.
We couldn't get the pellets to go in.
And I think it was supposed to be like 3 hours or something. We cooked those things in like, 45 minutes?
Yeah, we had it cranked
They were a little
up.
tough.
Remember Philip showed up with the pre-made sides in like plastic rubber containers.
Yes.
And we're like, are you sure we can eat this off of a very hot grill? It's not going to melt the plastic.
Right.
And it worked.
Yeah.
All those tennis and pickleball players had to just wonder what we were doing up there.
Luckily that the outside court I don't think was built yet, so nobody was out there, and it was winter, so
It was freezing
it
out
was
there.
so cold. I'm like, we might just need to call it and go to Wendy's or something.
Yeah. Y'all had that party without me this year. I was out of town.
Yeah, we did it out of office this time. We had a good time. We had a very good time. You got that.
I'll be there this year.
Sweet.
But yeah, thanks to the Capitals. Cool day. I never thought I would own a hockey stick. So
There you go.
definitely, hockey's actually relatively big in Florida, just not for me.
Yeah. It's weird. It's kind of big in some warmer states. It's actually pretty big here too, for whatever reason. I guess people are big Canes fans. So
Yeah, I feel like William Byron's at a Canes game every other
I
week.
know. I always see him doing
Always
the
the
siren.
siren.
It's always the siren.
Gosh.
You could have you do that if you want.
I'd have to elbow him out of the way. All right, I think that's it, bud.
That's it. Yeah.
Well,
That's going to do it.
you going to give him the conclusion today?
No, you got it.
Oh,
It's your
dang
show. I can't do it.
I can't either. These are always the hardest things for me.
Yeah, you just can't say bye, can you? You just can't let go. You got to let go.
I needed to be leaving 10 minutes ago.
Wrap
All
it
right.
up.
All right. Thanks for checking out this episode of Ag to Asphalt presented by Fresh from Florida and powered by Like a Farmer. Remember, the Like a Farmer YouTube page should have this every other Thursday, as well as every audio podcast platform that you could ever imagine listening to under Like a Farmer podcast. See you all in the next episode.